Hello, my name is Vince Gotera, and I will be reading today my poem Babaylan, which has been nominated for a Rhysling Long Poem Award. It was originally published in the Muddy River Poetry Review, issue number 25, fall of 2021. That is an online journal. I'd also like to thank, before going on, I'd like to thank Diane Severson-Maury and Brittany House for heading up this project with the Science Fiction Fantasy Poetry Association. Before I read the poem, I need to define a couple of Filipino words for you. One is a swan, and this is a kind of mythical Philippine monster. Here is one. This is called a manananggal, which is a woman that can separate her top half and fly from her legs and then fly off and do, the monsterly things that they do in the night. And the poem comes from an in progress novel and poems. And one of the protagonists of the novel is Clara, who speaks this poem. She is an aswan. I also need to tell you about the word Babaylan. Babaylan is an ancient Filipino word that means a person who is a healer, a community leader, a shaman, and these practices are still continued to today. Aswang activity? Not in this barangay. I am Babaylan. I am Clara the priest, not Catholic, but priest nonetheless. Devotees sometimes call me priestess, but it doesn't matter what they call me. I am not elected, but all look to me to lead. Ever since we arrived, people have come to me for relief from aches and pains, from fevers and seizures. I gave them ease of mind, offered grace for their bodies by harnessing the medicinal knowledge I had learned working with plants in San Francisco all those ages ago. I continued to learn more from the nearby healer Josefa, healer, midwife, herbalist, for years, until just 3 Christmases ago upon her death. Keeping our faith alive, I have kindled a flame in 2 young women, Leah and Lolit, who will continue this work after I die. Malcolm helps me now. Every week, every day, many people come to visit me, not just for their bodies to be healed, not just for their minds to be made whole. Of course, I do that, but because it is obviously my destiny and my duty to pray with them for the ancient Diwata's providence, to encourage the people's quest for justice, for peace, to quench their desire for dignity. I teach the people to resist the corruption of selfish men, of evil rulers. As the community shaman, I venture into the spiritual realm, bring back wisdom and insight to use in chants and rituals, to foretell the future and unravel the way modern life twists our unity, our tribal and communal vision, to foster our people's vigor and energy. As Babaylan, I have always willed the preservation of tradition and wholeness in its most sacred form, in all its extraordinary power. I exhort the divine Bathala to yield all that is good. We pray, yes, to the gods, Aman Sinaya of the ocean, Amihan of the zephyr. I claim all of this with indomitable zeal. While I, Clara, am still and always Aswan, I am also no longer Aswan. I am Babaylan.